One thing queer, one thing queer, one thing queer. Let's get one thing queer. Let's get one thing queer.
Hello and welcome to One Thing Queer. My name's Jenny Baton and my pronouns are they, them.
And I'm Kelsey Wren, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hello, friend.
Hello.
Caffeinated.
Caffeinated. Thank you so much for the coffee.
Of course, friend.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I was on my way here and I was like, I think I'm going to be a little late. But then I took the fast track and it was like, I saved 10 minutes. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to stop for coffee. Because I had already told you I was going to be here at 9:30. So I'm like, I'm just going to stop for coffee because I was like half asleep.
Well, that's okay. Thank you for the coffee. You gave me time to go water the plants and stuff. So
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah, and I made tea. This is like the first time I've had multiple beverages here. I have tea and I have the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How are you feeling?
warm but caffeinated.
Okay. I love that.
It's a little gloomy out today.
It is. It's really nice.
Yeah. Tomorrow it's supposed to start the 80s again, and like
No.
yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's going to be kind of hot when we go, oh, we're going to the Renaissance Fair on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. We're going to the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah.
The Ren Fair.
The Ren Fair.
I loved that you named it that on TikTok.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. You're like, Ren Fair with the fam.
Oh, no, because I said the Wrens go to the Ren Fair.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because our last name is said Wren, but
Yeah.
it starts with a W, so.
You have a sick last name.
Really?
I like it.
I mean,
it
it's
rolls
cool.
off the tongue.
Nobody can say it, which is, I always get Wern. They want to say the W first, and I'm like, the R is first. Like, it's WREN. And so I'm like, the W is silent. Y'all know silent
They're
letters.
They're like, Ren?
Yeah, I'm like, there's also like a wren bird. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
You're named after a bird, right?
I think so.
Or the last name.
I think so. I have a wren bird tattooed on me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I like. I never wear sleeveless stuff. It's up here.
Same.
It's a blue one because I was like, they're usually brown and I want a blue one.
Color is whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So
Yeah.
I was like, I know what it is. I don't need anybody else to know what bird it is.
Yeah, exactly. You showed me your haul from the Ren Fair.
I know. You're going to get stuff too.
I'm going to get a broom. I'm going to get the baby size broom. And are you supposed to hang it or you could just like leave it?
I think you can do whatever you want with it.
Oh, okay.
To me, I was like,
It's
oh,
not sweep.
well, you can, that because she was like dead serious about like, oh, you can sweep with this. This has a wider, because they have them. Mine is where the bristles are all like, they're still like attached to each other. Like
Yeah.
they're still like closed, but you can take off that string and make it like fan out.
Oh.
So it's like an actual like broom. But I was like,
Oh.
I like the shocking. I like this little bit more neat
The
look.
polished look. Yeah.
And that's where I said it when I got home from the Renaissance Fair, right in front of the fireplace. I'm like, I guess that's the spot because I haven't moved it yet.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks cool there.
I think it looks cool. So
And then you showed me your little incense holder that I'm going to copy you.
yeah, do it. They have other ones too. But yeah, I love it.
I'm excited.
I know. And I was like, I've already made a list in my head of the stuff I'm going to re-get. So I'm going to get more cinnamon almonds and I'm going to get more incense. And they had this mask place there last time. I could talk about the Renaissance Fair for a million years. They had this mask place there where it's like all like,
Sorry. Damn. That one was,
I saw it coming.
that was gnarly. Oh.
But they have this mask place there where they have like all kinds of different like shapes and like they're like little like fairy creatures or like
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, or they're from like TV shows or like it's just so amazing.
The most important question, which I'm curious about, is what kind of food do they have?
Ooh, okay. They have all kinds. They have like desserts and stuff. I don't know if they gotta have like a vegan area, but I don't know if they do. But they have like turkey legs and they have like corn on the cob and they have like I always get they have like a tri-tip sandwich. They have it's like sausage in a roll and it's literally like sausage, a piece of cheese and like bread. Like,
I mean,
not even like a roll, it's like a piece of like sliced bread.
okay.
Yeah, they have, I don't know, like that's usually what I get. They also have these like my mom gets these like potato chips that are like spun. I don't know. They're like they're really good though, and you can put like sour cream and like bacon and whatever else on it.
No Valentina.
I mean, no, you got to bring your own
Okay.
Valentina. But they have fruit there too. They have like root beer floats. They have like
get that.
fruit cups or all kinds of different stuff.
Okay.
We're creatures of habit, so we keep getting the same thing every time we go. But
Yeah.
they have pizza there too. My brother got pizza.
I'll probably get pizza then.
Yeah. They have beer. They have different drinks or whatever, and like all the side vendors. There's pretzels. There's like a pickle guy. There's chocolate covered bananas, like all the way like
Pickles.
as you're walking. Yeah, I know. I was kind of for some reason Bernie kept talking about a pretzel the other day, and I was like, now I want a freaking pretzel.
We'll get a pretzel on Saturday.
We will get a pretzel. I know. We're gonna dress you up also.
I know. Candace had told us that she had a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna get dressed in the parking lot
Yeah, do it.
because I'm gonna meet you all there.
Yeah.
Since I have work, but I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna alter my costume a little bit too, so it's not so piratey. It's gonna be a little bit different because I have other stuff. I found stuff. Not like I found stuff that I'm gonna make into a costume. It's not exactly for Renaissance Fair. They're like scarves and stuff. So I was like, oh, I'm totally gonna use those. So
Cool.
it's gonna be so exciting.
I'm excited, friend.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've just been continuing place hunting.
Yeah.
Trying to find a place. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we're getting close.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna
I'm
be
excited.
Yeah, that'll be good. Same. It's kind of boring. I mean, my brother's moving in soon.
Oh,
so-
really?
Yeah. So we will be moving rooms. It's the studio.
Studio.
So nothing changes. Still have studio. It's just now going to be studio / my work room. But yeah, I want to tell my little funny flag story. So we have our like all-inclusive pride flag. And I was thinking about like, because the closet doesn't have a door on it. So like, I was like, how am I going to cover this? Because I don't want to put the door back on because it's already like kind of small to have a door swinging open.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, like I'll just put the pride flag over the closet door. And like that'll be like the door on it. And like Bernie made the joke like, do you get it? Like you're putting the flag over the closet. And I was like, I totally didn't mean to do that, but
But it's gonna be outside the closet.
it's gonna be outside the closet. So it's very, very
Honey.
yeah, punny metaphorical. I don't know.
I mean, it's a good photo op.
It is. It will be definitely a really good photo op. So
Yeah.
that'll be cool. I just have to. I'll move the foamies. So
Yeah.
I don't know what these things are. Sound barrier. What are they called?
Sound
Mufflers.
mufflers?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But the room's cool. You'll see all my dorky Legos. I don't think you've ever seen those before.
I don't remember if they were there. Remember when we did the photo shoot, I came to do your makeup?
Oh yeah,
I was in there that day.
Yeah, you have been in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
They were there, but like they weren't. I don't know. Maybe I didn't point them out, but I have
Yeah.
a lot of Funko Pops also. Those
my
little
God,
like
Fred.
figurines. I'm a nerd. Sorry.
You're funny.
I love them. They're so cute. They got little giant heads. Bernie and I were obsessed for a good while. That hyperfixation is very real.
Yeah, my brother has basically a whole storage room filled with those.
Wow.
For me, like he gave me one like a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was what's her name? This girl from Game of Thrones. That girl, the big, tall fighter.
The fighter, Brienne.
Yeah, Brienne. Yes. He gave me that Funko Pop, and I was just like, what am I supposed to do with this?
You just have them out and display them.
I'm like, but it doesn't fit my aesthetic.
Yeah.
And also, I don't like taking them out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the box isn't my aesthetic. And I don't like taking them out of the box because they don't stand because their heads are too big.
Some of them come with stands.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have mine. Wow, this is wow, really nerdy. I have like a nail polish rack in my office, and they stand in there because it's like a little railing.
That's cute.
I have spent way too much money on those. We have like particular ones in the boxes because
Yeah.
they're like super special.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't know why we spend so much money on those.
I mean, yeah. They say that you get return on investment.
I mean, not if they're out of the box.
Yeah, true.
Most of them are. I don't know. I just have little fun ones, and then I get obsessed, and then you get like, now I gotta have them all. I have like a whole Harry Potter set, which I made a castle for them. Wow, very nerdy.
Wow, Fred. Exposing yourself.
I spent a lot of time alone.
I'm not judging. I have my own little knickknacks.
Yeah, but that's what I got. Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay.
Okay. I guess that's the end of shooting the shit.
Nice.
What are we talking about today, friend?
Well, So there's this documentary on Netflix. I'm sure people have seen it and they're trending. It's called White Hot. It's about the Abercrombie and Fitch like
Scandal.
phenomenon and scandals, I guess, or lawsuits, more like it. So we watched that last week, and it's kind of a topic we've been throwing around, but we wanted to like touch on that because like I had no idea about any of their scandals.
Me neither.
Never been in the store, never wore anything from the store.
Same.
So I had no idea what they were about. And then also like I think it'll be fun for us to talk about like 2000s trends.
Oh
like
my gosh.
early or late 90s, early 2000s clothing.
Wow.
I pulled up some pictures yesterday and I was
You
like,
did?
I did. I was like, holy crap.
I didn't, but I could probably find some.
I'm like, I'll show. I think I got most of the ones. It'll.
Wait, of you? Or
No. Oh, God, no. I didn't wear any of this stuff. I'm like, because they were like trends, but like, I don't know. That's not how I dress. That's what I'm saying. Like Abercrombie, like I never been in the store and like
Me neither.
me now, like I'm very sensitive to smells. So like walking by it, because you know they had that like
Yeah,
cologne.
that should smell
Yeah.
intense.
Walking by, I'm like, oh, this hurts my head, so I'm not going in there. And then my mom is even more sensitive than me. So if I was shopping with her as like a teenager, she's like, we're like on the other side of the mall aisle from that store.
It's intense.
Yeah. So what'd you think about that documentary?
Well, I was like mad most of it.
Yeah.
It was just interesting because me remembering people wearing that brand, it honestly, them talking about it and how their whole marketing situation was like, you know, we were catering to the white American basically. And that's literally what I saw like in high school. Like I was in high school from 2005 to 2009. And towards 2005, it was already kind of like ending-ish, like not completely, but by the time I graduated, like Abercrombie wasn't like huge anymore, or it wasn't like as trendy as it was like early 2000s.
Yeah.
And so for me, I mean, I grew up like with not a lot of money, so never even crossed my mind to like even shop there. And then also I associated that brand with what they were describing. So it was like a lot of underlying like racist white people. It was a lot of Chads and Sallys that were wearing Abercrombie in school. And like those people tended to not be nice to me.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what always put me off.
I feel bad, but does it make you feel like they were all in like ASB?
Yes.
Okay.
They were all in ASB. They were all, you know, if they were
yearbook club, that
yearbook
kind of thing?
club. It was mainly Caucasian people, and if they weren't Caucasian, it was like white passing brown people, basically. So I don't know. That always left a bad taste in my mouth because I always had like a pretty distinct sense of style because I was always thrifting, and back then that wasn't cool.
Yeah.
And I got made fun of by those types of people in high school for dressing the way I dressed, but it was like literally all I could really afford. And I remember when I started working at Vans, it was my first job. I was 16. There was a part of me in like my freshman year, sophomore year, where I was like, oh, like maybe I should invest in like Volcom or, and even what my first email
Blast from the past.
Blast for the past, yes. My first email was Volcom chick with a Q 09.
I'm dead.
I'm exposing myself.
That's so cute.
And I did it. When I made that email, I did not own anything Volcom. I was just hopeful. And I remember I saved like a month's worth of checks to buy myself a pair of Volcom jeans.
Oh, wow.
And they were like my most treasured item ever. Because I think during high school, like for you and for me, back then, it wasn't cool to thrift. It wasn't cool to look anything other than, you know, with name brands like Hurley and those type of brands, and including Abercrombie. And I don't know. To me, it just like didn't really like. There was a part of me that wanted to fit in, and that's why I wanted to get those things. And they kind of touch on that on the documentary. There's a person that mentioned that, and it was like that. And back then, it was like cool to be like everyone else. And there was a point in time where I was tired of being made fun of, so I did want that, but it didn't last very long.
Yeah. Wow. Sorry.
The Volcom chick.
It's got me. Got me to chokehold. That's hilarious.
I think that was my AIM name too.
That's so funny. Oh man, I can't even remember my AIM name. It was probably something lame or something. My old email was, "It's only a shadow." I'm not gonna say where it's at because I still kind of have that for some stuff, but
It's not that embarrassing.
it's kind of embarrassing saying it to people at, like, when the stores are like, "Can I have your email for like this?" I'm like, oh, let me just. I'm like, no, never mind. I don't want discounts.
No, I'll opt out of the 20%.
Yeah, because I don't want to tell this to you. But yeah, same. But like also, I think because I was in high school from like 2003 to 2007, so it was a little bit more when it was popular. But
Yeah.
I also hung out with like 3 people, and like those people didn't dress like that, and we didn't really. And this is we didn't really care about fitting in because I never really got made fun of or bullied or anything like that. Like back, like now it's like mega cool to like wear like stuff I used to wear in high school, like quote unquote like punk stuff, like having like your battle vest, stuff like that. Like now it's like totally cool to do that.
Yeah.
So they would feel less, outcasted if you did that now. But back then, like even wearing that stuff, like no one really made fun. I don't know. Maybe they did behind my back, and I just never really interacted with people enough to have them make fun.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, I guess. I don't know. So I remember the same thing. Those kids who wore it were all in the same club. Like I saw the same thing you did, as it was all the same type of people wearing them. And I was like, ugh, I hate the way that looks. So I'm not trying. I'm like, if that's what it is to be cool, I really don't care because I don't want to wear that stuff. I also don't have the body type to fit that stuff.
Yeah, that was another thing.
Yeah, because they even talk about it, like Abercrombie doesn't sell like plus size or XL. And even in high school, like I was looking back now, I'm like, oh wow, you were kind of like thin. We never realized how our body was back then.
Yeah.
But if you would have asked me back then, I would have been like, oh yeah, I wear like a 2X when I didn't. So like I maybe probably would have fit, but it would have been the higher end of stuff fitting basically. So I couldn't wear it anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I guess I never really tried to, but I had never, the documentary was shocking to me because I'd never been in the store. So I didn't know this is what was going on. I knew that's who wore it, but I guess it never clicked because that's for me. Why would it click? You know, it's not like, I'm not a person of color, so it wouldn't click to me, I just thought it was preppy kids wearing, but till the documentary, I was like, oh shit, it's like white preppy kids. Like, holy crap.
And they were blatant, like the CEO, what's his name?
Yeah, it's Mike Jeffries.
Mike Jeffries, he made it evident that it wasn't about sales because it would like sell itself. There's so much in this documentary, like so many bad things that that
he's not shy about saying how he was going after like skinny, pretty, white kids, but he kept on saying all American.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we know what you mean. And they even had like a handbook.
Yeah.
That like, this is what, in like the handbook was like no dreads for women and men. I was like, wow, this is like super blatant. Like
and they would keep, there's a point where they talk about how they would keep the people of color in the back and they would just mainly have the white people working in the front. And how their customer service was meant to be horrible. Yeah. Like it was part of the experience for the workers there to not give a fuck about the clients coming in.
It's wild.
Very interesting.
He was saying too, he's selling like exclusivity. Like he's selling like the idea of being exclusive.
Yeah.
Which is funny. The same girl that you were talking about, who said that back then it was all cool. It was cool to look like each other. I think she's the same one that said that like it was all about like the culture of like cool was exclusive back then. Like it was meant to exclude others.
Oh yeah. And
quote unquote others.
And that's definitely what I experienced when I was in high school. I was like I think the whole concept of ranking of like what's cool and what's not, that always irked me. And because I mean, it all falls under like a lot of different scenarios in life. And it plays into, how corporate companies work, like the higher ups and like, oh, you got to impress the top guys. And who are the top guys? These rich, old white men. and then like, everybody who's carrying the company are like the little, in quote, little people. And it's just so fucked up. And just the concept of like, oh, this is cool and this isn't like, it's bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm kind of proud of, like the later generation. It's more about inclusivity. Yeah, I'm more proud of this generation now because they're more about inclusivity. Like it's not like you have to be one thing. One thing is cool. Lots of things are cool now, and quote unquote cool. I don't even think. I mean, obviously, I'm not in high school. I don't know how the kids are doing it out these days.
We don't know.
Like,
It's been a hot
to
minute.
me, like I don't see those same things as cool. Like I'm like, there's more like, oh, different kinds of people are cool to me now.
Yeah.
Like different styles, types of people, lifestyles. I love learning about different lifestyles. Like
There's beauty in being different.
yeah. And when before it was like very, you were excluded if you were different.
Yeah, and you even see that in like films from the 90s. It's like, oh, the cool kids and, the weirdos and like
Yeah.
the choir kids.
Yeah.
And, just like all these little groups.
Like cliques.
And I feel like the recent generation has really blurred the lines. And I feel like we're starting to get to that point, which is so exciting. And it makes me like wish I was growing up during this time, because I feel like people are a little bit more comfortable with like coming out with their sexuality. Like I heard a statistic today actually that 1 in 6 people in the current generation are part of the LGBTQ community, and that in itself, it just goes to show that it's always been that way. It's just like people are talking,
and more comfortable, and it's not so like it's more. People are, even in high school, it seems like they're more inclusive, because it was a friend of a friend, and she has a daughter, and like or was it her son? Either one of them was talking about how like you don't want to be labeled as like homophobic in high school, like that's a bad thing. I'm like, yeah, it's totally a bad thing.
It's always been a bad thing.
So they're like but that it's like even more so now, like they're kind of like making sure that kids are more inclusive now. Like their peers are making sure that they're inclusive, which even if the adults, are in the room or whatever are like, no, you trying to talk them out of it. The kids are like, no, well, my friends are gonna like talk to me and tell me how wrong it is that I'm like this. So we want to be more inclusive, and and the kids already know to be inclusive. It seems like that's the way they're going.
Yeah, I feel like people are just, in a way, to an extent, they're being held accountable a little bit more than before. Because I think about even the time I was in high school, and like there was a lot of stuff that would pass. And, and like you can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
and
they shouldn't have been able to do it back then. That's the difference, is that they shouldn't. It's just I don't know, we've opened our eyes, I guess, to like how bad things were sometimes. Yeah. But yeah, it's just, and can we also talk about so I guess this passed right over my head too in high school, is like the all the marketing that they do, and how like homoerotic it is.
Literally, yeah. I was watching with my friend yesterday, and they're like, that is so gay.
Right?
I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of like, I mean, who was wearing Abercrombie and Fitch? It was a lot of football players. Again,
yes.
Football's gay.
Which I'm dying to, because I'm like, it passed over my head. It obviously passed over all these kids' heads, like, and like these like jocks that would wear this Abercrombie. I'm like, when they were showing some of the marketing, like the Mike Jeffries and the photographer, Mike Jeffries, the CEO, founder, whatever, and the photographer who did all that kind of marketing, his name's Bruce Weber. They're both gay men. Like, so all of the stuff they would shoot, and I guess it's Bruce Weber's like aesthetic, is like these like super like homoerotic shots.
Yeah.
Like, it's like these guys just playing together. There was like a scene where they're all underwater, like wrestling almost. And I was like, how did nobody catch this?
Did you see the one where it was a guy in his underwear and they were all looking at his junk? It was like a bunch of men just staring at his junk.
Were they in the locker room at that?
Something like that. I'm like, come on.
Even the guy.
Where's Adrian?
Right. Even the guy where they commissioned him to do paint the portraits that are in some of the stores. Yeah. Even he's a gay man. So it's like they were all like, this is like, not that that's anything, but like the aesthetic is that, and it's I just thought it was so funny how it just kind of all, I don't know, maybe I mean, I was a teen, so like even to this day I didn't even think about it like that until that documentary.
Yeah, same.
But also he was like mega predatory, so
yeah, Yeah, there was models in the documentary talking about how he would like hit them up and be like, "Oh, come have dinner with me," and then they would decline, and literally like instantly they would get cut.
Yeah, get sent home. I'm like, that's wild. Then they had lawsuits, and I mean, we could go deeper into their lawsuits and who they're connected to.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
It was a lot.
But yeah, it was just I just never. They also had another one of their like scandals, I guess, is from there's an from the Asian community. They had like these super horrific like graphic tees that said these like awful puns.
Yeah,
I don't really want to repeat it,
yeah,
but like
we're not gonna repeat those.
Yeah, because it's really
that's hurtful and offensive. And and there was a lot of protests happening because of those, and they try to like cover it up and be like, okay, we're gonna like burn these or whatever. Yeah, but it's like I'm like, who was in charge of approving all this shit?
Did you notice too? Was like there was a couple like white women who were like, "Ooh, like I guess it was bad."
Yeah, I
like,
guess it was bad. We didn't realize like it wasn't our intent, and there was an Asian person in the room, and they approved it. Yeah, and it's like. You sound so white right now. Like, I'm sorry. No, but like it's
there was no accountability.
The privilege right there was just blatant.
The reason I bring them up is because there was no accountability in there. And there was another girl who was, I think she was a blogger or a reporter. I can't remember which, because I can't remember. But she was talking about like, none of you saw a problem with this. Like, she was also a white woman, and she's like, nobody said anything, because it wasn't just like the Asian stereotype, that they also had like Hispanic stereotype shirt, like, and not even just one, they did multiples of these. Yep. And it's like no one like.
And I remember seeing people in high school wear these.
Really?
And I would like look, and I would just be, I don't know. It would like leave a weird taste in my mouth. And I think that's why I also just like, I associated it with the type of person that would wear it. And I was just, I don't know. Yeah. It was pretty, I don't know.
Gross. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. Then, yeah, they had lawsuits
with that, and then they had a lawsuit with a person that was Muslim, and they were applying, and they didn't get hired because they were wearing their hijab. And then she reached out to Chair, I believe is the association, and they started a lawsuit, and she ended up winning. And
because they were also trying to like compare. This is how awful too this company is, with no awareness, no even like trying to, and I think this is after they had their quote unquote like cultural like diversity trainer.
Oh yeah,
because after the first lawsuit they were ordered to have like a diversity chair, diversity person, and like supposedly like make it more diverse in the stores, which they didn't do because nobody really held them to it. So like that was even after they were trying to like compare her hijab to a baseball cap. And I was like, this is so like
disgusting.
Yeah, and you're blatantly trying to miss the point. Yep. Like a hijab. I can't. If I'm saying it wrong, please correct me. And a baseball cap are not the same. It
has nothing to do with. It's like someone's religion, and I'm just like that.
It's ridiculous.
That's like a whole other level.
Yeah. I'm like, did you want to get mad this morning? Because it's so annoying. It's so frustrating. I'm like, not one of you, but like I also like the audacity of this guy to be like so blatant about it. And he even said it in the articles. The owner said it like, we are exclusive. We are trying to exclude certain people. Like, we don't want, if you're like plus size, we don't want you to wear our stuff. Like, if you're not like skinny, white, quote unquote, all American, we don't want you to wear this. That's what, I mean, I was, I'm laughing because I know people who used to work at those stores and like the adjacent like Hollister stores. And I was like, man, you are exactly that type. Not that like, I won't go into detail, but just like no flavor. No. I'm like, you fit the aesthetic. And it was funny because I was talking to another friend about it, and they were like, oh, did they fit that like thing? And I was like, yeah, they were like, conventionally attractive. I was like, but there's no flavor.
Yeah, it's just boring.
It's just boring.
They're just
they were like
Cads and Sallies.
Full on boiled chicken.
They said it.
I was like, gross.
They said it.
Yeah.
Like put some twang into it. You know?
I'm like, put flavor. There's no flavor.
No flavor. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just happy that we've moved past that era, and I hope to the universe that shit does not come back.
Yeah.
Because that's not.
Well, that too, and the amount of like body issues that kind of stuff gave.
Oh my god,
dude. Okay, so we can get into these like terrible fashions.
Yes.
Okay, my first like top of the list.
Oh god,
low-rise
yes.
jeans.
Oh god, yes.
You knew it, right?
Yes.
Get the F out of here.
And I'm not even gonna lie. Like I wore them.
I wanted to. My torso is like 5 inches long. There's nowhere to go.
No, friend. I mean, even though I wore them, I look back at pictures. I'm like, that is like absurd how low that shit was. And I remember my mom pointing it out. Like back then, I didn't like think too much of it because I was just like, oh, it's the style.
Yeah.
But that shit was like inches above my badge. Like it was just not cute. It doesn't look good. And I always thought I had a really long torso during that time, but no, it was just because I had really low rise jeans.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my torso is actually not that long.
So mine were low rise, but they hit my normal waist because my torso is so small. So like high waist jeans are like right underneath my boobs.
Yeah. So you wear mid-rise now?
I guess like I wear regular and they like high waist on me because I'm so short. Like my torso's shorter. So like I would try to wear them, but I'm like, dude, this is not made. Also not made for hips.
No.
Like my hips and my waist are two different sizes. This doesn't work.
Yeah.
But like so I was watching a few weeks ago because I wanted to reminisce about how terrible the Bring It On is with Hayden Panettiere or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And there's a scene, they're all wearing these like hipsters and they're talking about how this girl is like bigger, and I'm like, she's like good thick, like I don't know what, and not even quote unquote big, like what are you there, because like we need to talk to her, and I'm like, dude, the amount of like
body shame.
Yeah, you're gonna tell me this girl is like big? What are you talking about? Like
that's so crazy.
Yeah, like even a recent movie, that movie The Duff. It's with Mae Whitman.
Yes.
I'm like, I love her so much. Even with Mae Whitman, they're like, the Duff is like, quote unquote, the designated ugly fat friend. They're trying to say that Mae Whitman is this. Mae Whitman is tiny in that movie. And like, I'm like, she has chubby cheeks. Like, that's it.
She's not big, period.
She's never been. And she's gorgeous. So I'm like, where does this apply? It shouldn't apply. It doesn't apply to anybody.
Yeah.
But where does this apply to her?
Yeah.
I feel personally attacked.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah. So just the amount. So low rise jeans, number one.
Not a thing.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Don't bring those
Not
back.
a vibe. I mean, they're back, but that shit don't look cute in my opinion. And yeah, I don't know. I look back at pictures and I'm just like, what the fuck was I thinking? And I could never. I will be wearing high-waisted jeans until I die.
Same. It'll be like, because I'm like, makes the curves look good too. Like, what are we doing with hipsters?
My ass looks great in high-waisted jeans. I don't know about y'all. I'm not blessed in that department. Like, I have hips. I just like don't have a huge butt. So, like, for me, the best thing is to wear high-waisted jeans because it actually gives hourglass.
Yes, it's exactly what it does. Crazy. So
crazy.
Okay, so another one I have is like skirts or dresses over jeans.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh,
with a boot cut jean.
With a boot cut jean or really high boots. Like, let me show you this Britney Spears. We'll put them in the.
Oh wow. Wow. We'll post these on the Instagram. So Britney Spears is wearing like this cami dress, jeans, and then these high-waisted or high-kneed boots.
It's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this also part of it, it's not in this photo. I think I have another one. But like this like handkerchief kind of like hem.
What the heck?
Was like huge too. They called it like the shipwreck look.
So, very piratey.
Yeah, or like you've been like piratey, or you've been stranded on a beach.
Wow.
Yeah, that one was rough. This is Miss Gwen Stefani with these like cut off bloomer type shorts.
Oh god, yeah.
Aren't they?
They're interesting.
I don't remember people wearing that. I remember celebrities wearing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, and fishnets.
And fishnets, yeah. Fishnets fine, but also velour tracksuits.
Velour tracksuits with the skinny scarf. This is photo and flip flops.
It's Lindsay Lohan.
The flip flops are a must.
Yeah,
Though,
and
with those tracksuits.
Also, too, Lindsay Lohan, like they're also low rise with it. It looks like too.
Yeah.
Also, another like them trying. Like, okay, in Freaky Friday, she's like kind of like alternative.
Yeah.
But also like they made the alternative like because she was getting like bullied by the other girl, the one who probably would have worn like Abercrombie.
Yep.
They were trying to tell me that like Lindsay Lohan was like not cool or not cute or not like thin. Like she was supposed to be like the ugly one. That's why she got made fun of, quote unquote. I'm like, where?
I'm like, she's the
like,
cute one.
It's that what's that TikTok, that bitch wear?
Bitch wear. Exactly.
These tracksuits. Oh, this too. Okay. These like, so we have low rise. I have double, I think it's Christina Aguilera in her like low rise leather pants.
Yeah. I mean, she makes them look good.
She does.
Yeah.
I mean, these are like the super, super low ones.
Yeah. See, we don't need that much torso. I don't think.
It's a lot of, she has a long torso as it is. So that's why it looks, and it's these teensy little tops to show extra.
It's a crop top and low-rise jeans. So it's like the torso looks miles long.
It's even shorter than a crop. It's like a bandeau top where it's like just like a bikini, like a strip of fabric that just goes around your torso.
Around your titties.
Yeah. It even reminds me of in Degrassi. There's a scene then like, okay, it's season 3, episode 1.
Friend.
I've watched Degrassi 1.5 million times. It's Miss Manny Santos. She wants to wear low rise jeans and she like wants to like improve her image. She's hot now.
Her
She's
thong.
not. Yes, she's not hot. She's not cute. She's hot now.
Yeah.
And she like wears low rise, but she still wears a thong, and her thong's like coming out of the jeans because they're low rise, and they're like her next. Her solution to that is to not wear underwear like that. Yeah.
I mean, it was really hard to find underwear to wear low-rise jeans. I do remember that. I'm like, I had to get like baby underwear back in the day when I wore those because it was impossible to find underwear. They were just like normal briefs that go like mid section. So it's like you couldn't I remember pulling them down or like tucking my shirt in to the low rise jeans because I wasn't allowed, like in high school there was a dress code, so like we couldn't show our midriff. So like my t-shirts, I would have to like sew them so that they would be super super tight so that like they would be long but super skinny. So I wouldn't have to like tuck it in.
I just realized too, I might have tried to wear hipster like low rise, but there's no way. My ass is way too big to wear them. Like
I wish I had that problem, friend.
I'm sorry. It's genetic. Anyways.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing. I had a hard time growing up with it. I love it now.
Yes.
But like, even when my mom would make like pants or something, because my mom's a seamstress, she would like always make them custom. So where they'd be longer in the back, because if she made them the same front and back, like half my ass would be out.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So
I can't fathom the idea of putting those on.
Yeah, another reason why I couldn't really wear them. I think that's kind of, if I feel like I already can't do it, I'm like, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah.
Like,
nah.
That's why I didn't really.
I'll stick to my sweatpants.
Yeah. I mean, now I'm like, heck yeah, I'm all about that. Like, I don't think I've worn jeans in years.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
I wear jeans, but I mean, I fluctuate a lot in weight. So it's like most of them are pretty baggy. I don't know. I like being comfortable.
I think, yeah. Sorry.
No, I don't. I just like don't like being restricted.
I think jeans, when I mean jeans, I mean like tight jeans. Like, because I have like Levi, like their pants, they're not jeans, but they're not tight. Like it's like pretty much what I wear every single day is these. Like, but they're not jeans or leggings, because leggings is life. Yeah. Do you also remember these vest tops?
Oh, the vests were a thing. I have a picture of me wearing. I was like a vest.
I had
connoisseur.
I had vests too. Yeah. I never had the balls to wear it outside though, but really? I had them. Yeah.
I feel like your style could have, like from what I know of your style, I think you could have pulled it off.
You know what it was? What? Is it felt very
Avril Lavigne.
That not only that, but it felt like I don't know why. Like I said before, like I wouldn't even wear like flannels because you might know. I thought maybe wearing a vest, you might know.
Oh,
so
it
I
is
had,
pretty gay.
yeah, it's a little gay.
Yeah, it's gay.
So I had them, and I was like, ooh, like I don't know why, but
Oh,
I can't bring myself to wear it outside.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I feel like the equivalent to like the vest now would be like blazers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like blazers. Though.
I have a huge collection of blazers.
Of course you do.
All colors. All the colors.
It's kind of like that Matilda meme where like lesbian fashion is all the characters of Matilda.
Yep. Exactly.
That would be the dad with the blazer.
And trousers.
That's amazing.
And some socks or some loafers.
I love it. That's hilarious. Yeah, now I'd be like, maybe a vest. I don't know. I feel like, because I'd be like, oh, now it would like accentuate your waist.
Yeah.
Like this. But as a kid, I had them. I would like wear them in my room.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I feel that. I would wear in high school, I wear a lot of like Hello Kitty because that was like a thing. I had like my little Hello Kitty necklace. And
Cute.
that was, like the thing back then. Oh my gosh. And then I went through like a electronic music phase. So I would wear like, what was the style? It was just like really skinny jeans. I would like sew all my jeans because back then everything tight was in style.
Yeah.
Like everything had to be super tight. And I would like literally, I got really good at hand sewing because I was like, I need to fit like my clothes to myself. And I would go thrifting. So all the jeans back then were basically the jeans I would wear now. But back then it was all about like skinny. So I would get like, boot cut jeans. I would cut them up and then I would make them into skinny jeans.
Same. Yeah. Not boot cut. They had like straight leg ones, but they still weren't tiny. So I had to like also adjust them. All mine were like that too, which like maybe that's why I don't want tight stuff anymore because we had to like sew ourselves into them.
Yeah, basically. Oh my gosh.
I know there's some photos I have of like Bernie and I in high school, and I'm like looking at like what I'm wearing, and I'm like everything on there is like altered. I used to like cut out my band t-shirts into like halter tops almost because like that's what the girl from Distillers would do, and I'm like, oh, obviously I want to do what she's doing.
Yeah.
And like, why?
That's crazy.
They're so tiny.
I don't know, friend. The photos I don't feel like you have any embarrassing, like at least teenage pictures that I've seen of you. I feel like you always had good style. Like
thanks.
you always had like you always had the alternative vibe. And I feel like especially right now because like you said it's kind of cool now. I think it was cool then too, but people didn't have the balls to talk about it or like try it. I feel like a lot of the people that would make fun of me, like they probably wouldn't say anything because like they were intimidated or something because they're like, oh, those people are actually cool because they're dressing themselves the way they want to.
Yeah. I think it only looks cool now because it's like more, like you're saying, more accepted now. So it's like, oh, it's kind of like you were doing it before, I guess. I don't know. Maybe
I
not.
feel like in a sense, it's kind of a classic style though.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel like Creepers and the punk style, I feel like it's a classic style because it's been around for
And I feel
decades.
like even the kids that do it now, it's the same exact stuff we wore back then, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because having like those belts, the bullet shell belts, like, things like that. I'll see kids with those and I'm like, oh, I used to have one of those. Or like I still have my Creepers because like that gives me like 2 inches. So
And they're classic.
and they're comfortable. I really like those. I used to have like low platform too, or the regular sole ones. Even though it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
they're cute.
yeah,
And they're classic.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. I'm like, I could pull up some embarrassing photos of me in high school.
I want to see. I want to see and see if they're actually embarrassing.
Well, I'll pull up my yearbooks. My yearbooks are filled with, so especially my senior year, they did like a page of what people do for hobbies or like what they want to do. And during that time, I had like an online vintage shop. So a lot of my style was very 80s.
Look at you. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I got featured on like the fashion page, and there's a photo of me wearing skinny jeans, pair of white socks, flats, and then this like oversized 80s sweater.
I love it.
And that was like my style then. Like
I can picture you like that actually in my head.
And that was my style then. And people were like, what the fuck are you wearing? And I mean, now
But you still had a style. I wouldn't say it's embarrassing at all. Like,
I mean, I don't think it's embarrassing now, but during that time, I was just like, I was wearing Reeboks, like 80s Reeboks, like the
now, like, everybody's
high
like trying to
tops.
get their hands on Reeboks.
Yeah, and I was just ahead of my time. So suck it. Whoever made fun of me, I'm sure you're still wearing your Abercrombie, bitch.
Yes.
Good luck with that.
Nailed it. Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I don't know. I don't remember, like, I don't remember a lot of people's styles because I just kept my head down. Like, I was just like, I'm just here to, like, get my shit done and get out of here. Like, I hate it here. Like, I don't want to look at you. I don't want to interact with you. I just want to, like, go to my class. And, like, I hung out with, like, 2 people and that's it. Like, leave me alone. I just want to do my thing.
That was how I was, but I think the difference was that I didn't look intimidating.
Oh, did I look intimidating?
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. Like I was friends with like people that dress like you, and they were really nice. Like it's like hard exterior, but like softies inside.
Yeah.
And like I wouldn't talk to any. I was a loner. Like I mean, you talk about when you first met me at work, like how I was really quiet. That was me in high school. People would like talk shit because I would just like be walking to a class during passing period, and I would walk really fast because I never wanted to be late.
Yeah.
And I didn't talk to anybody. I was so quiet. I was very insecure. I was very intimidated because I don't know. I was just always like that. I always kept to myself. I channeled my Capricorn side a lot when I was a kid. So I was very to myself, but I think because I didn't look intimidating, I was kind of like an easy target. Yeah, because I remember this one time, like this girl just like threw a full Coke bottle at my head for no reason.
What?
During passing period. And like I turned back and I'm like, what the fuck? And she was just laughing with her friend, and I was just like, I'm like, I don't even know you. And I was just like an easy
My
target.
blood is boiling.
Yeah.
Are you effing kidding me?
Yeah,
Like,
that, like stuff like that would happen, but
so fucking rude.
yeah, I know.
Oh,
So
well, you're lucky. Oof. Not you, but they're lucky because like that's not. I kept to myself, and like I also didn't infringe on anyone else's life. Like,
Yeah.
you leave me alone. If somebody would have, I mean, I guess maybe that's the intimidating thing,
Yeah.
which is funny because like Bernie will tell me that too, that people like will think I'm intimidating. I'm like, I'm 5 feet tall. How intimidating can I be? And he's like, you don't understand. Like,
yeah,
you just
friend.
are. And I'm like,
it's the cap. Because people didn't say that to me too.
because I'm me on the inside. So I'm like,
I know.
I'm like nervous.
And I know you.
I'm like a ball of nerves and like
You're Gemini. Your Gemini moon's like,
the other night we were talking about something and I was being quippy and he was like, can I just talk to one of you? Can it just be one?
oh, friend.
And I was like, sorry, I'm all over the place.
I love it. I feed off of it.
I wonder if everybody got a taste of my Gemini communication last week where we just kept circling back the topic.
I channeled it. I love it. I love being in that place.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's exciting to me.
Yeah, I was talking to him about, that's when he was studying, because I was bringing up like serious things and then funny things, like back and forth, and he was like, I don't know how to follow you. He was like, pick one and we'll go from there, and then we'll go to the other one. I'm like, I can't talk like that.
I love it.
It's so funny.
I
but
wouldn't have it any other way.
I know. I like it. I think it's funny. It makes me, my Gemini cracks me up all the time.
Yeah, and your Capricorn's like,
Yeah. But like, no, I think my Capricorn likes it because it's like, here, you take over. Like, when we're ready to make a list, let me know.
yeah, I'll just stand here until you get your shit together.
It's literally a couple different personalities. Like,
I love it.
Yeah, it's the Cap, and then the Geminis are like, the Cap's just like, all right, do your thing, and then yeah, we'll do it. And the Cancer's just like crying somewhere.
Yeah, it's hermiting.
I love that
until Jenny comes around.
Yeah. Yes, until Jenny decides to make me cry. I think that's the Cap, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caps are sentimental.
Oh yeah,
Caps
are mushy. Y'all are.
I'm mushy as if I'm comfortable and like it's the time, I'm mushy as fuck.
Oh my god, I know. Yeah, I'm mushy all around, so that makes sense. I'm mushy. My Cap, both my Aries.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah,
totally, totally get it.
Yeah.
Do we want to pull a card?
Yeah.
Or do you have anything else to add?
No. I think we'll we'll end it there.
Cool,
So we'll
cool.
do a collective reading for y'all.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I've been liking them.
Me too. Let us know if you guys like them.
Yeah.
Or let us know if it resonated. You don't have to tell us your life, but let us know if you're like, hey, that really helped or something.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we need to hear?
Oh,
Oh, that's 2. That was
2 cards.
oh.
Spirit's like, let me tell you.
It's like, shut up. Here you go. Shut up. Stop talking. All right. Sorry. We have, is that 2 Gemini cards or what?
No way.
So both cards, Connect to the Heart is 2 dogs and Play is 2 dolphins.
Oh, I already love this.
Yes. Okay, so let's see. We'll do Connect to the Heart first. Wow, that was it was like talking about Geminis. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Talking about your cancer. Connect to the heart.
Oh, boy. Okay. Connect to the Heart. This card asks you to connect to the heart space. This is a place of bravery, integration, vulnerability, and compassion. This may mean pushing past any fear you may have and opening up to a true connection. This may mean finding forgiveness or empathy. This may mean softening. Most of us have layers of defense mechanisms around our heart that prevent us from being present, from receiving love, and from giving love. This card asks you to examine what armor you can let go of and where you can nurture yourself in this space.
That's sweet.
Oh, yeah. And the reason it's a dog is because we can call upon dog as a teacher of vulnerability and unconditional love. When dogs are bonding to their human, it is typically a rather quick process. Even those that have significant trauma can sense when they are safe and will open up to their companions. Wow.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Oh.
That's so funny. I told my friend about that. Yesterday, I was actually talking to them. I was like, you need to tap into your heart.
Wow.
I feel like all of us have to tap into our heart.
So the next one is Play. In the process of becoming an adult, many of us have bought into this idea that all things we do must have a purpose. But one of the most magical things we can do is invest ourselves in something that has no point, to simply act from a place of creation without any desired result or outcome. Feel called to make a fort? Want to play or draw? Collage? Jump on a trampoline? You want to paint or draw? Or did I say that already? Okay. Do all of these things and more, but don't do it for the picture, to make money, receive compliments, or for burning calories. This is not to say you shouldn't take pictures, make money, receive compliments, or burn calories. It only means to make sure you're partaking in activities where you have zero expectations. Also, we can sometimes begin an activity and then notice its benefits. It may end up becoming an item on our to-do list or something that is no longer considered play. If you still want to do it, please do, but try to do it from a place of play or find something else that is. And this one has had the 2 dolphins. The dolphin is an ally for those who have a tendency to isolate. Dolphins are incredibly social creatures that are often seen playing with their pods. In addition to that, they are empathetic and have not only been documented helping fellow injured dolphins, but they will do the same for humans or whales. That's very cute.
That was very cute. So
Yeah.
channel your inner child and tap into your heart.
Yeah, love it.
I love it.
2, I'm really weirded out that there's 2 Gemini.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah.
I loved that reading.
I hope it
Resonates with some of y'all.
Yeah, because you ever like sometimes want to do a hobby, but I read that today too. Like, just because you do you don't have to be good at your hobbies. Like,
You
they're
just have to enjoy it.
They're just for fun.
Yeah.
Like, I think that sometimes stops a lot of us from doing the things. You're like, oh, I want to be good. Well, at least personally for me, I'm like, oh, I want to be good at it. But like, you don't have to. You can just do it, and it can just be fun, and that's it. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be anything more.
Yeah. That's how I feel about painting. I'm not a great painter. I just
Same.
picked it up, but I love doing it.
Ooh, same. Have you ever done those like paint wine thingies?
I
Like,
have not. There is one in Montclair we could do.
We have to go. I've been to the one in Ontario. It's by the Ontario Mills.
Yeah.
It's Purple Easel. That's what it's
okay.
called. I've been there a couple times. The paintings I have around the house. Like,
Yeah.
those are what I painted there. Like,
Oh, let's do it.
it's so much fun. So
I'm down, friend.
we have to.
Okay.
But, yeah. Oh, we update, I guess.
Oh, yes.
So we're gonna be doing a live again. Woo!
Oops.
I swear you do that on purpose.
I promise I don't. I have a horrible memory.
We should put like
Yeah.
I'm gonna cap it out and put little tabs on it for you. If you want me to.
That'd be helpful.
Okay, cool. I will do that. Okay, so we're gonna do another live. We missed y'all. It's been a while. So it's gonna be not next Wednesday, or when you're listening to this on Tuesday, it'll
be next week.
Yeah, next week on Wednesday, May 11th.
Yes.
So at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard. So come
on Instagram.
on Instagram. Yes, sorry, good. Come hang out with us. We can do it on TikTok one day if y'all want to go over there and follow. But yeah, so again, it's the Wednesday, May 11th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Instagram.
Yeah.
We hope you can join us and hang out.
Come hang.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. We'll show you what we got at the Renaissance Fair, maybe.
Well, maybe. And yeah, by that time we might be in the new room, so it'll be look a little different, but
yeah,
it'll be fun. We should do a live one day in the bar.
We should do that live in the bar.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I mean, I'll have to talk to the owner. I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, we'll hit up the owner. Maybe he could join us.
Oh my. Okay. Let us know if you want Bernie to join us on the live.
Fun.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
Okay.
We can talk astrology.
Oh my God. Okay. That's it. That's what we're doing, everybody.
Okay.
Cool. I mean, I didn't talk to him. You're listening. We're doing that.
Yeah. If he wants.
If you want. Yeah. If he doesn't. Yeah. He probably will, though.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right. I guess we'll do the socials, friend.
Sure. So please follow us on Instagram. It's at One Thing Queer. And my personal Instagram is SpexRayX.
And my personal Instagram is at Jenny Lynn Bouton. And if you'd like to share your story or if you'd like to be featured on the pod, please reach out to us through email at onethingqueer@gmail.com.
Yeah. And also, like I said, if you want to follow us on TikTok, it's One Thing Queer Podcast. We're slacking on there, but there's fun ones on there. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just busy, y'all.
Yeah.
Takes time to make those.
Takes time. A lot of changes happening at the moment. So
exciting, though.
But exciting.
Yeah.
And I guess that's going to wrap it up for this week.
We'll talk to you next week and the live after that.
Yeah. We'll see y'all in the live and we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Graphics by BexUniverse.co. Music by Jacody.